Stampers, and welcome to another month of card group. These are the cards that you're going to be making this month, and they are using the Snow Wonder stamp set and bundle, or the framelits I should say. But anything that on these cards is stamped, you will stamp that at your house. Anything that has an embossing or a die cut, I cut that out for you. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all, we're going to take this first cardstock and fold that in half. Now there are some neat little things that we're going to be doing this month, so kind of some different techniques. So this is crumb cake, and I'm using Garden Green. And I'm just using the trees. And stamp that there. One down here a little lower. And then one just in the middle just in case it comes out. So, okay. And this is the next little fun thing that we're going to do. Okay. So we are stamping the Merry Christmas. And there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can, using tape, I just want the Christmas. So I could just put this over the Merry. Whoops. I shouldn't say it's Merry, it's Happy Christmas, I'm sorry. So we put that on there. Okay, and then I'm just going to take that tape off and that there. And then I'm going to put this over the Christmas. Well, actually, I'm going to do this a little different because mine's all wet. So I'm just going to stamp it because I don't have a cleaner right here. So there's a couple different ways you can do it. So then I'm just going to put this right over top of the Christmas. I can get it on there. So like I said, you can either, you can either do it before or you can do it after. But because mine, I've been using it, I didn't want to, so then we're just going to put the happy right there on top. See? And so that's how you can do that. Okay, and so we've got that stamped like that. And then we're going to take the crumb cake. Move my tape, I don't need that. I'm like, what did I do with my stamp? Left it on my stamping table. Whoops. So we're just going to take and ink up our snowman. And this is cut out of the stitched shapes. I love that die. So we've got them there. Okay, and then to color them, let's see, what do I all have here? Okay, so I'm just using, this is the Stampin' Blends. This is the Smoky Slate, and I'm just doing his hat. Now remember, these are alcohol based, and so they are really nice for blending. And then I'm just using a regular marker for his nose. And these are my, I kind of go back and forth. I use my, what I can actually do is, I use my blends, I use my blends and I use my regular markers. I sometimes like my blends because it will have a light and a dark. So sometimes I want a cherry cobbler, but I'd like a lighter version. And so that's kind of where it's nice to use my blends. And just using a green here. Okay. And then we're just see how the blends actually bleed through. And that's normal, so it's no worries. And so I'm just layering that on there. And I'm going to use some dimensionals, just using 4 of them. And, oops, I had to get it off. This is such a cute stamp set. I just love this one. Did I get that off? Yep, I did. Okay, and this is just a quick, fast card. Like I said, using the stamp to do the Happy Christmas. So you can do that with any stamps that you have that you want to change them up. So here's the first card. Okay, and our next one, this is Balmy Blue. And we're just going to fold that right in half. Get a nice crisp crease on that. Now this is embossed with the new tree embossing folder. It is so neat. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just so cool. So you've got that. This is a tag, and then they're both the same size. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this right directly in half. And we got that tag there. Clean my stamp up, my Happy Christmas. Oh, Merry Christmas. No, Happy Christmas. I'm so used to saying Merry Christmas, I'm like, that just seems weird to say happy, but okay, so we're just stamping that in black right there. Whoops, I must have rocked it. Okay, we'll try that again. That's why we love magic paper. Okay, so we've got that. And we're going to take and just put our adhesive on the back of our tag here. And you can kind of just line it up just a little bit on the top. And then I'll do the same thing on the bottom. Like that. Oh, I got it a little bit too far down. Let's see if I can pull it off again. Oh, I did it again. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a dimensional, got a rhinestone stuck on my dots there. Where did I go the other day? And I had a rhinestone stuck to something I can't even think what it was. And it was kind of funny, but this is Pacific Point, and it's kind of a bright blue. And this was I stamped this snowman out and then cut him out with the die. And like I said, yours will be cut out. And this is just kind of a light green. It's not very dark. It's the Seafoam. Kind of like that one. It's just... And just cherry cobbler. And this is garden green. Like I said, I go back and forth. I use my markers and I use my blends kind of for different things. Okay. And gonna take and put dimensionals on the back so he pops up. I'm all kind of curious what everybody is doing for their holiday cards. You got an idea in mind, or still kind of thinking about it? Put that there. And then I'm just gonna... The neat thing about this embossing folder is it can really be either or. It's really... You know, this one how it kind of goes down, but then all the rest kind of pop up. So it really can be either or. So it's not really has to be one side or the other. And then just taking, no, it's right there when a rhinestone flying. Okay, so I'm just taking rhinestone and just kind of putting, it's kind of like, I don't know, snow, or just brightens it up a little bit. It just makes it look kind of cool. And the Anywhere tool works wonderful for this. I didn't grab mine. So here is the next card. Okay. Now, for the next one. Next one's kind of a biggie. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is, and this will already be done for you. So I'm just taking my, just a full sheet of cardstock. And we're going to take that in. So this is the way that you guys can make this at home for you. So you want to score it. So score it at 5.5. And then you're going to come in here and you're going to score it at 4.25. So then what you're going to do is you are going to take your cardstock and you're going to cut it from this corner all the way through. There's your middle point so that you'll see, and right down to the other corner. So with that being said, this is what you would have. See, so you would have this, but now when you cut it right directly in half, this is what you're going to have. So okay, so then when you fold your card, it's actually going to be like that. So let's get some of our pieces here for decorating our card. Okay, so the first thing I did is I again used that embossing folder with the trees, and remember too, you know, just before you put it on there, like, okay, it goes this way, instead of, you know, taping it there, you happen to get it wrong. So we're just going to put the adhesive on there, and put that right there. Okay, and then the bottom. So the bottom one's going to be here, and then you have some designer paper, so you've got that there, and then you've got a white. Now the white and the designer paper are the exact same size, but what you're going to do is you're going to take the designer paper and you're going to rip it. Just rip it right across. So then you're going to put adhesive on the back of that one. and layer that right directly over top of the designer paper. They're exact same size, so it'll cover there. And then we're going to take this. Now this is designer paper that is in the holiday catalog, so really, really cute paper. So we've got that there, like that. So then we have our snowman. Again, I stamped that and cut that out with the die. So we're going to, and the cardstock that I used, this is Cherry Cobbler. So I'm just coloring him in with Cherry Cobbler. Get our green for his hat. And I could have colored that in when I had this out. Okay. Then I'm going to go back and use my blend. I love my, for this, for like coloring gray or kind of black. Like his hat is supposed to be black, but I don't want it black because then it'll cover up all of the little marks on there. And then pumpkin pie for his nose. Okay, so then we're going to put dimensionals on him, and we can put them at the bottom, but we don't want to go all the way to the top. So we're going to take this. It's kind of a different card, kind of a cool, different look. So you get that kind of lined up there. That. So when you shut your card, pick up all my little stickies. So when you shut your card, and like I said, right there's the last dimensional, so you don't want to go up. So there's that. And then here's that tag again that we used on the other card, and Happy Christmas. I get that right this time. I'm using a lot of dimensionals, so sure get your dimensionals out this time. Just gonna put one on each end, peel off a little tape there, and just put him right here at the top. So when you open this card, you've got to open up this and then this, you know, because it kind of, but if you score that really good, that will help make it stay shut. And that's anytime you score your cards. So like there, it stays down pretty good. So that is your card. So these are your cards this month. And you will be getting, I will mail out your supplies about the 20th of the month. And you have any questions, please let me know. But hopefully you enjoy it. I think they turned out really cute this month. Fun. And as I say that, it's been snowing out, so enjoy your cards. And if you, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. But thanks and have a great day. Bye-bye.